Welcome back to Your Fantasy Nerd. Today we'll be talking about the breakout rookies who we think are actually going to be late round, or guys that probably are going to be undervalued at the position, no matter even if they're number one guys right now or guys that you probably haven't even heard of. So what we'll do right now is talk about the number one running back who we think is going to be a huge breakout in Melvin Gordon.
I love Melvin Gordon. He had like 340 carries last year, 2,580 yards about, and he had 29 touchdowns, 3 of which came through passing. So he's just a stud. He did so well in the Big Ten, and I think it's going to translate over because he's going to be the number one back. And they do throw the ball, which will open up the running game for him. And I'm not concerned about Brandon Oliver. You know, he had a few good weeks. Melvin Gordon, they drafted him in the first round for a reason. He's going to get a lot of carries, and I predict him having a huge year. RB2 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The next guy I'm going to talk about, my personal favorite, Ameer Abdullah. I think Abdullah really fits in well in that Detroit offense. He's a pass-catching back who Detroit loves to have. Guys that catch passes out of that backfield, a la Reggie Bush. They really just are always great. So I think that I obviously think Joy Bell is there, but Bell is kind of that bulldozer running back who kind of can catch passes, but Abdullah is the guy that's going to catch passes in that offense. I can see him being a low-end wide or running back too for you on your roster this season at his prime. And I think if he can steal that starting job, maybe within a couple weeks into the season, I think this guy's primed to have a huge season.
Do touchdowns concern you? Because I had Bush and Bell would always steal the touchdowns.
That's true. I don't think so because...
Well, they also didn't have trust in Bush because he'd fumble it every time he get the ball.
Yeah, also, it's important to note when you talk about touchdowns with Abdullah, even in college, they never really used him in the red zone. They had Amari Cooper in Nebraska who they used to punch him at the goal line. So he's not a great goal line back.
That's true. He probably won't get the goal line touches, but catching balls for like 15-yard catching touchdowns, I think, is going to be what he does this season. And then the next running back we'll talk about for sales, Tevin Coleman.
I like Tevin Coleman here in Atlanta. I think they have not had a running back who can run the ball very well at all the last few years, with Steve Jackson often being hurt. Rodgers hasn't gotten it done. And I think Coleman is a back out of Indiana who could make a difference this year in fantasy back. I wouldn't draft him via RB1 or RB2, but he's definitely a flex potential as the season goes on, and I'd watch out for them all season.
Yeah, he has very little competition with just Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, do you think he'll win the starting job over Freeman or no?
I personally do. I watch him in Indiana. He's a good player, strong back, good runner. I think he's got a shot to win the starting job. He's going to become a dynamic fantasy flex back.
Yeah, coaches are saying it's close right now. They're both sharing reps, so I think it's dependent on who just wins. I think there's a chance they'll just go timeshare and kind of see how it works out in the season. I don't think there's going to be
I think preseason is going to be big for them too.
Yeah. Did you have anything to add there?
If timeshare becomes a situation, an Atlanta timeshare, I don't think either back will be with anything, so I'd stay away from Coleman in that situation.
That's true. Yeah. And then the next wide receiver we'll go to, Dorial GreenBeckham.
I really do like him. If he gets the playing time I think he deserves, he should be their number one wide receiver. I don't think they have anyone else who has the potential as a player he is. I know Seidels really doesn't like Dorial GreenBeckham. Obviously he didn't play last year, suspended, and he went to Oklahoma and didn't even play. He just sat on the sidelines, practiced with them. But I think he's a huge body, definitely a red zone threat. But Seidels, I'll let you say what you have to say about him.
The guy is a freak athlete, but he doesn't have a great vertical. He doesn't have a very dynamic route. He doesn't have a lot of routes he can run. And he's also kind of soft when it comes to press coverage. You get a guy, a strong corner, getting up into him on the line, and he doesn't really know how to break off it. That's his biggest weakness, I think. And if teams decide to press him, I think he'll struggle. But if they don't, he definitely could have a breakout.
I think we all wanted to see what he would have done if he stayed in Missouri and didn't get suspended in the SEC this year. Yeah. Would have been interesting.
I think there's no doubt that this guy's really talented, but I've never seen a wide receiver come in with so many questions.
Yeah, the off-field issues is just unbelievable.
Yeah, just especially as a rookie too. A rookie coming in with question marks and a bad offense, that doesn't sound very impressive to me. I'm staying away from him.
He's almost like Randy Moss in a way, just the off-the-field questions, but the freak of nature athleticism.
Yeah, but Moss had a good rookie year, so I don't know if that's exactly what's going to happen, but
I hope he's like Moss, because I'm taking him there.
Okay, and then the next guy we'll talk about, Nelson Agholor in Philadelphia. And with Nelson Agholor, I think he's going to actually kind of fill that Jordan Matthews role that was filled last year. Jordan Matthews was like a top 20 wide receiver. Agholor's really talented out of USC, the rookie. Yeah, he's really good. He's in an offense now that's very pass heavy. They just love to go run and gun. I think anyone in that Philadelphia offense can shine. I think he's better than Zach Ertz as a catcher. I think he can become that second option in that offense behind Jordan Matthews. And I really like Nelson Agholor. Don't take him right now as a wide receiver, as a starter. But if he's someone that you can get a wide receiver 3, I'm very fine with that. I like Agholor a lot. And then the final guy we'll talk about is Amari Cooper.
I love Amari Cooper. I think when you look at rookie wide receivers in particular, you not only have to look at the talent that they bring, but in terms of fantasy, you have to look at where they'll get targets. There are a lot of talented guys who don't get a lot of targets, and a lot of less talented guys who get more targets. I don't think Calvin Benjamin last year was the best rookie wide receiver, but there was just a kind of a vacuum of wide receivers in the Panthers, which is why he had such a successful season. And I think Cooper will step in and be the #1 guy. And he's also the most talented guy in this class, so I think he's going to be by far the best rookie wide receiver. I love watching him at Alabama. He changed that offense completely. He did so many different things. He could run short routes, screen passes, deep routes, and I think he's just going to have a great season.
He's a game changer for sure. He's by far going to be the #1 wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a beast, I think. Do you know where you have him ranked? Do you know where you have him?
He's my top rookie wide receiver. He's probably right now a low-end wide receiver too.
Okay.
I wouldn't quite put him as an upper echelon wide receiver yet because we just don't know. It's tough to do that with rookies, but he's as good as it gets when it comes to rookies.
Yeah. That'll wrap up our rookie breakouts. You can actually check out more at yourfantasynerd.com. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, like us, and obviously follow us on Twitter. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.